by the mercy of God to speak to kids, and it's always my burden to
On your profession of faith, I baptize you in the name of the Father.
So Sam ameshare na sisi a lot of things by the way, na zimekuwa deep sana. Hope is speaking to someone out there. Kuna point ali bring out na ni poa tuongelee juu ni kitu iko rampant sahi kwa society. Sam said at some point in his life alikuwa into addiction and drugs and stuff. So maybe anaweza share na sisi how he came out of it and nini alijipataje in that situation. So Sam, you can talk to us.
as a pressure. Peer pressure ni mbaya. Sometimes though we do blame peer pressure, but in real sense is that we have choices to make. We have choices to make. Sometimes si peer pressure ndo kila kitu. We have a choice to make. So mimi nilikuwa kijana mzuri when I was a young boy, nikaingia high school, but of course nilikuwa introduced kwa drugs at an early age. Tuseme mmeenda ushago, kuna kaform unaonja kidogo, unasema hii kitu ni kali, ni aje. Unajua msee anaweza sema addictions ni pombe peke yake ama ni bangi. It's not about drugs. Even a phone can be an addiction.
True.
Unajua an addiction is something that inafika to a point you can't live without it. Now in real sense ukiona hii kitu I add value yote. Unajua mtu anaweza sema niko addicted na Christ, it's a good addiction, yes. But saa kuna ile addiction ya simu, sometimes the people are addicted to movies. And now one of the major things by the way zilinimaliza kabisa. It was porn, masturbation, drugs kama pombe, bangi, nini, all that, kuber. I lived in the streets, nikapata chance ya kuona vile mambo inakaa, like kukaa mtaa, nione vile wasee wanakaa. I saw that life, how it was. So addictions that was in form 1, form 2. Then around for 3 years, but it was quite intense. Niliingia deep kabisa, and it was a journey to quit from an addiction that you've been used to. Junapata saizi kuna msee akilala ni simu, akiamka ni simu. The first thing hata before aombe ni simu. Hata confirm kama miguu inatembea ni simu kwanza. So unapata siku moja msee anaweza shika simu kumbe atembei tena. Ama unashika simu kumbe macho ioni. So unapata these phones have become an addiction too. Adi ball saa zingine yuko addiction.
True.
You can't do anything. Unapata wasee wanauana juu ya ball.
So Manu na Chelsea.
Wasee wa Manu na Chelsea. Wanagombana juu ya ball, unakosana beshte yako juu ya ball. It's becoming an addiction. Unajua addiction is when addictions ni vitu nyingi by the way. Ni vitu nyingi sana. Sometimes si ati msee ataki ama anataka kufanya. Kama Paul anasema the things I want to do, I don't do them. But the ones I don't want to do them, I find myself doing them. Unapata saa, when you reach to that point, you need help. Unajua, acha nikwambie, one thing about an addiction, which maybe I'll share later, it's when unapatanga msee akivuta bangi mara ya kwanza, hiyo will ya decision ni ukua. Nivute ama niache. Si kitu ni mbaya, nilisikia ni mbaya. Hivyo tu. Then anaweza amua avute ama awache. But inafika to a point unapata huyu jamaa haizi kabila. So difference ukua nini? What happened in between? Nini imefanyika between decision, the will, and now inafika to a point hana will yote ya kudecide. Anajipata anavuta anytime, anywhere. Nini ufanyika? So unapata, now back to the scriptures. A man without a spirit, or a body without a spirit is dead. Man has 3 entities: the spirit, the soul, and the body. Now, unajua, the time when Jesus Christ alisema when I cast out a demon na iende na irudi ipate the place ilitoka ni safi bado, it will come with 7 other more demons worse than it. So imagine umekuwa mse mzuri, now that one ni kama nyumba ni safi, your body is clean, then a spirit is introduced, and you know whenever spirit is introduced you have no will, utafanya vile spirit inataka. Hawa se ukimbia usiku nini ufanyika? Unaweza pata mse ungara mchana, ni mse so presentable in the day, but in the night something else happens as the spirit takes over, atake ama sitake. So addictions ziko hivyo. Unaweza pata mse yenyewe, mimi ni best yako Nation, mimi ni best yako, tumeenda tukaona ball, then timu yako ikapigwa, mimi nakuchukia ama nakudunga kisu juu ya ball. Do you think it's fair?
Hadi ngine na commit suicide, msandoka 4th floor hadi chini.
Imagine
Mabito high.
Life is so precious, lakini mse anaona hapa mazee kati mkwange kama maliza, so naweza jinyonga, but that is not the way. I have suffered in the hands of addictions. I have lost friends. I lost my esteem. I lost my confidence just because of addictions. Unajua one thing, when you are addicted to something, huwezi pata confidence kusimama place watu wanaongelea against your addiction.
Yeah.
Tuseme wewe ni mlevi,
Inakuitch tu hapa.
Mzee. Nasema tu hapa yenyewe mimi siwezi kaa. Siwezi kaa hapa, hapana. Unajua ukisoma Galatians 5:16-17 ikisonga inasema walk in the spirit so that you cannot gratify the desires of the flesh. Alafu uko mbele inasonga inasema for the works of the spirit are against of those of the flesh and vice versa. So unapata msemo mwenye amekaa kwa flesh anafanya hizi mavitu zote, haizi kaa penye wase wanaongelea wadi ya Mungu. Ana feel tu ni kama mazee wase wananiingilia. Hali pia mimi nilikuwa na feel hivyo, siko nataka hizo story. Saizi ukianza story ya fornication wase wengi hawatataka. Ukianza story ya drugs na vile wase wanalewa huku nje madreni nyingi, mse haezi taka. Saizi bangi inavutiwa anywhere, mchana usiku, mahali popote, wase hawezi taka hiyo story. Mzazi ukimwambia mtoi wako anavuta bangi siku hizi, haezi taka. Mtakosana.
True. And maybe to our viewers back at home, ilikuwaje you came out of that situation, na unaweza waambia nini ku encourage? Maybe kuna msee ana fight addiction na imekuwa hard sana, ni kitu inamsumbua, unaweza share na yeye?
So our viewers and our esteemed viewers, what I can say is it's not an easy task to come out of an addiction. Unajua one thing is the servants of God, unajua God has placed these people in the body of Christ for a reason. Pastors, all the people with the gifts and the ministries, God has placed them in that position for a purpose. And one thing I know is that by the God haizi kudeliver kama hujamua. You have to decide and tell God
Decision making.
Yeah, it's unajua by the step ya kwanza ya kusaidiwa ni make decision kwanza. You have to get tired, then make the decision. You have to tell God, now I'm tired, I'm desperate for your help. So the first thing, if you are not desperate, huwezi saidiwa. So wasa wanauliza Samuel, ulifaulu aje kwa hizi stories zote? How did you come out of this? How did you make it out of this? Iko easy. It took a long time than expected because of the depth nilikuwa nimeenda. It took the hand of God, the mercy of God. I had to fast. I had to pray. I had to deny myself many things, especially kama ni story na drugs, madre. Sometimes you have to deny yourself the friends and the comfort. The bad company corrupts good morals. Sometimes, not sometimes, all times. You have to get good friends.
Show me your friends.
I'll tell you who you
I'll
are.
tell you who you are.
So I chose nikaachana na mabeshte. So wakasema saa mananga form, but I knew what I was doing to myself. Then nikatafuta usaidizi. Servants of God helped me, they prayed for me. And in fact my spiritual father, my father in the Lord, in Thika, Reverend Saisi, that man really blesses my life, and he has done many things in my life, because he told me, my son, it will be okay. And one thing nimelearn ni, when light comes, it kicks out darkness.
True.
Now whatever we are doing right now is exposing you to light. It will kick out darkness. So choose what you want. And the first step is, if you are willing, are you willing to give up what you have? That addiction, what you are holding on, are you ready to give it up? If it's porn, are you ready to quit? Unajua one thing, porn, unajua usema, of course it's part of the deliverance process. You have to sometimes deny yourself the phone, the internet, many things. Utafute kaduda, but there is much more to that. Unajua unaweza acha utumie kaduda, lakini ukipata simu ya mse mwingine bado unaenda kwa hiyo side. It's not enough to just kubadilisha simu na kujinai the internet time. Hapana, there is much more to that. If you are not saved, if you are not delivered from the spirit, itakuwa tu hapo. No matter where you are. Hata sometimes you can like, I depend on mali uko. Anything can happen. So addictions are that way. So I'm here to tell you today that it's possible. I've seen God. I did quit drugs. I did quit all that. Siwezi sema ati ilikuwa tu nguvu zangu. Not by might. Not by power. But by the Spirit of God. It's mercy. It took the hand of God. And today I'm here to tell you that it's possible. Sometimes it looks like it's hard, but it's possible. If God did it for me, He can do it for you too. You just have to wait on Him. I know sometimes una feel ni kama una lose hope kidogo,